There has been a surprising amount of items vaulted in Fortnite Battle Royale. Some a little more deserving than others. Epic Games generally does a pretty good job of slipping items out of the game without most players noticing, unless they bother to check the patch notes. Although items can be yanked out of the vault, like the guided rocket or the submachine gun, it has shown to be pretty rare without some major changes. In today's list, we are going to be going over the top 5 items that may never come back. Before we get into today's video, if you could take a quick second to drop a like down below and subscribe for more daily Fortnite content, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below letting me know which item you would love to see back in Fortnite, or just simply say what's up. With all that out of the way, let's get into today's video. Number 5. Coming in at number 5 are 2 items that got the wrong end of the deal. I'm talking about the ceiling trap and the wall dynamo. And I say they got the wrong end because both of their abilities were just added to the spike trap, and they were just booted into the vault. While these items were in the game, there wasn't really any problem with them. It just made more sense to have all their uses put into one trap that could be placed anywhere. As before this patch, each trap could only be placed on its designated surface.
Oh my gosh, yes, the meme is complete.
I can't say too many people really miss these things, as although they may have looked cooler, the spike trap just gets the same job done. These are probably the most unlikely items to get added back to Fortnite, but you never know, as bounce pads did manage to find their way back in. They could be brought back in as traps that do higher damage, but make more noise and are still constrained to certain wall positions. That's just my way of thinking on how to balance them, but the chance of these being brought back into the game is still pretty slim. I guess we always have hope, right? Number 4. Think of a more useless item than the smoke grenade. Wait, you can't? That's probably because this item was a piece of garbage and a waste of an inventory spot. It's a cool idea in theory, mostly because smoke grenades can actually be pretty useful in most other games, but Epic really just struggled to execute on this one. The whole point of this uncommon item was that you could use it and create a large cloud of smoke that you could use to escape or find a hiding spot, but it just didn't really work. The idea of being able to create an area where no enemies could see you sounds really good in theory, but the catch is that you can't see anything either. Using a smoke grenade just kind of creates a stupid situation for you and your opponent, as once you use it, you kind of just blindly pick a direction and awkwardly run away. The entire concept pretty much banks on the hope that your enemy is going to be stupid enough to just sit in the cloud of smoke and randomly fire. All the enemy really needs to do is leave smoke or build up a little bit for an easy kill. They were somewhat useful if you maybe needed to revive a teammate in a pinch, but even so, it would be just more effective to build around them and then pick them up. Smoke grenades were added in November of 2017 and removed in March of 2018, as they now have been somewhat replaced with stink bombs, which actually deal effective damage and are worth one of your inventory spots. Smoke grenades clearly didn't do too much in their short time in the game, so it is unlikely that they return, unless Epic decides to make a major change, like maybe the user could see through the smoke but it still blinds enemies. Anyway, it's gone for now and it gets the number 4 spot on our list. Number 3. It's generally pretty hard to think of a game where crossbows aren't cool, but Fortnite did it. Crossbows were released into the game in the Valentine's Day patch in February, and they were hyped up at first for the unlimited ammo and stealthy silent shots, but this quickly faded. Everyone soon realized that the unlimited ammo and quiet shooting was good, but only if it had any effect. I actually cannot remember ever dying to one of these. It was more of an annoyance than anything. The weapon itself was pretty hard to use, as it shot like a sniper, but with worse range and a scope from an AR. Add on top of that, its epic version only dealt 79 damage with a body shot. Its arrow travel time was extremely slow, and each arrow literally glowed pink when it shot during the Valentine's Day event. The epic version did have the potential to do around 190 damage with a headshot, but they were just too hard to hit and too easy to dodge. It isn't too likely that we see a crossbow return, as at the end of the day, they could occasionally sneak up on someone, but generally felt like a worse semi-auto sniper rifle. Thank God this is out of the game for now. Number 2. The tactical submachine gun is a weird one. This gun is a Fortnite original that had been in the game for quite a while, but it was vaulted in July in place of the original submachine gun. The tactical submachine gun had always actually been a pretty fun weapon, as it was pretty accurate for a submachine gun, and did a great job of melting structures and opponents. The tactical submachine gun was basically removed because it didn't really make sense to have two submachine guns that had really similar purposes. So this gun wasn't necessarily removed because it was bad, but more that there just wasn't really space for it. The tactical SMG is not exactly poised for a comeback, as there really is no use for it now. The only foreseeable way I see this making it back into the game is either by popular demand, or maybe they give it an accuracy buff and nerf damage, so it's more of an alternative medium range weapon. This may give it some different use, but it seems like bringing this back would just crowd the gun pool, especially since the compact SMG has an epic version. This was a gun that I actually really enjoyed using, and I always thought it was pretty underrated, so it most certainly was a sad day when I logged on and saw that they vaulted it. At least not having this in the game is a little less fuel for the fire known as the SMG meta.
I think I'll use it now! Just build, Omega lol. Yeah, good. Reloading! This needs to hit for like 10.
So for now, the tactical submachine gun is gone, but never forgotten. Honorable mention. You truly cannot make a list on things not coming back in Fortnite without the Skull and Gold Trooper skins. These two are going to go ahead and share an honorable mention, as technically they are skins and not items, but they're basically items. These two skins are highly praised as being two of the coolest and rarest in the entire game. People with these skins offered their accounts for quite literally hundreds of dollars, just because they know what a consumer is willing to pay for the rarity. We will all have to wait and see if these legends of the game will make a reappearance during this year's Halloween event. But from what we know, it could really go either way as to if these come back or not. Epic may choose to side with the exclusivity and reward players with the skin already to be the only ones in the world to own it by not bringing it back this year. Owners of the skin may be out of luck though, as the developers have shown in the past that they are not concerned with skin value, as they brought back the Red Knight skin, which was an extremely sought after and valued skin. It is even more apparent with some of the rare uncommon skins being brought back. Epic has yet to lean in either way on these particular skins, but there is a very real chance that these skins never see the item shop again. Number 1. Number 1 is an item that may surprise you, as many probably don't know that this weapon was ever even in Battle Royale. The Zappatron was very briefly in Battle Royale, but when it was, this thing was a monster. It was kind of an electric sniper that could obliterate enemies from extreme distances. The weapon is still usable and saved the world, but it is still a mystery today as to why this was randomly thrown into Battle Royale.
Alors, on a le droit à un Zappatron légendaire au machin légendaire.
This would most definitely be one of the coolest things that Epic Games could add back into Fortnite, but maybe with some slight adjustments to make it a little less broken. There have actually been supposed leaks and rumors going around that this gun, or an alternate form of it, will be making a reappearance in Battle Royale. On the website, metabomb.net, it shows pictures of 6 items that had been leaked before the releases. The items shown are compact SMG, thermal AR, stink bombs, Easter grenade launcher, C4, and an undetermined gun. Besides the undetermined gun, all the others have actually been put into the game. So this may mean that this undetermined gun could be a rework of the Zappatron. This is all speculation, but the design of the gun does fit the electric feel of the original Zappatron. So maybe it's not so unlikely that this beast of a gun makes its return. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this list. If you disagreed or have anything to say, just leave a comment down below as I respond to everyone. It's always great to see opinions and feedback. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe as well, and hit that little bell. Thanks for watching, guys.